So like several weeks back, I heard the news about Event Horizon getting a comic book prequel, and like, holy shit! I could not even be any more excited. Truth be told, Event Horizon is like one of my personal favorite sci-fi horror films, up there with The Thing and Alien. For those who never watched Event Horizon, let alone heard of it, it's basically a 1997 sci-fi horror film, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, starring Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill. And it tells the story of the titular spaceship Event Horizon having went missing for like, what was it? It was like, it was 7 years. But then reappear out of nowhere in the orbit of Neptune. No one knows where it's been. So Lawrence Fishburne's Captain Miller and his crew arrive on the ship. And it seems abandoned until it becomes quite obvious that something fucking wrong went down on board. And I'm talking like some haunted house type shit. And it then becomes apparently clear that the ship itself went to a dimension that many may consider to be the real hell. Yeah, I know. Dun dun dun. But yeah, this film's totally a cult classic in my eyes. So much so that even after hearing about a 130-minute cut that was sadly lost thanks to the neglect of the original footage, it's made well aware that, the original 130-minute cut had like some incredibly gruesome shit that was seen by test audiences. So gruesome, in fact, that Anderson was forced to cut the film down to its 96-minute runtime. That fact alone made Event Horizon even more alluring to me, because not only was there gruesome stuff that was sadly left out, but that we were only just given a mere sliver to what could have been seen. But anyway, aside from that, the comic book is titled Dark Descent, and apparently it will reveal what happened to the original crew that was on the Event Horizon and what the Hell Dimension was like. Really what I felt... Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Really what I felt, what made Event Horizon such a very iconic horror film, in my opinion, was that it did so well for making the Hell Dimension so ambiguous. Something which I felt worked in its favor for making the cosmic horror even more palpable and organic. And I'm really hoping that the prequel will flesh out what this Hell Dimension is like. I love the fan canon idea that Event Horizon is in fact a Warhammer 40k prequel, and that it depicted humanity's unexpected first expedition into the warp or chaos dimension. And really, if you put two and two together, it's not really hard to see why. What I hope to see in the comic is a more fleshed out depiction on the infamous blood orgy scene that was only seen briefly in the film. And I'm honestly hoping to God, I hope to God the comic is straight up R-rated, because Event Horizon, aside from the psychological horror factor, is a pretty super brutal, gruesome film. I mean, the gore and violence is like one of the most fucked up shit I seen as a kid, and it's no wonder why the film holds so much meaning to me, especially as a horror fan. The comic book will be released sometime in August. I'm looking forward to it. I really am, because again, Event Horizon is one of those horror films that live rent-free in my head. I mean, the fact that we're getting something Event Horizon related, let alone a prequel, is nothing short of a miracle. I hope the comic is good. I do. And man, oh man, imagine this for a second. They adapt the prequel comics into a live-action prequel film. Now that I would totally see for sure. I'm not lying. I would pay to see that. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. This is Duke Sparrow, signing off.
Time for the last time we cover